Today, we're diving deep into the untold and terrifying tales of the Old West. The American frontier was a land of opportunity, adventure, and lawlessness. But behind the legends of cowboys and gold rushes, there are stories much darker and more mysterious. Get ready as we uncover 3 terrifying Old West legends that you've probably never heard of. Number 1, the haunted town of Bodie. Bodie, California is not just another ghost town. It's a chilling reminder of the Wild West's darker side. Once a bustling gold rush settlement, Bodie quickly gained a reputation for its violent history and untamed spirit. At its peak in the late 19th century, Bodie had a population of nearly 10,000 people, including miners, gamblers, outlaws, and families looking to strike it rich. But with its boom came a level of lawlessness and violence that would later feed into its eerie reputation. Bodie was notorious for its saloons, brothels, and frequent gunfights. The town's graveyard, which is filled with hastily dug graves, bears silent witness to the numerous violent deaths that occurred there. Some graves are marked with simple wooden crosses, while others remain unmarked, hinting at the hurried burials of outlaws and those who died under mysterious circumstances. This violent past is said to contribute to the numerous hauntings reported in Bodie. Visitors and park rangers alike have claimed to hear ghostly voices and footsteps in the abandoned buildings, despite the town being devoid of any living residents. One of the most frequently reported hauntings is in the Kane House, where visitors have seen the apparition of a woman believed to be the wife of a former resident who died under tragic circumstances. This ghostly figure has been seen peering out of windows or standing at the top of the stairs, her presence so unsettling that some visitors have refused to enter the house. The Deschambault Hotel and the Mendocini House are also hotspots for paranormal activity. People have reported hearing children's laughter and the sound of piano music coming from these long-abandoned structures. Bodie's infamous curse adds another layer of intrigue. It is said that anyone who takes an artifact, be it a rock, a bottle, or any small memento, from Bodie will be cursed with bad luck until the item is returned. This superstition is taken so seriously that the park rangers have a collection of letters from previous visitors who have sent back objects they took, pleading for the curse to be lifted. Some of these letters describe a string of misfortunes, from job loss and illness to accidents and family crises, convincing many that the curse is real. Adding to the eerie atmosphere, Bodie's remote location in the Sierra Nevada mountains means it is often shrouded in fog or snow, even during the summer months, which only heightens the sense of isolation and ghostly presence. The town's remains are remarkably well preserved in a state of arrested decay, meaning the buildings are kept in the same condition as they were found when Bodie became a ghost town. This preservation allows visitors to step back in time and experience the town as it was during its peak, making the ghostly legends feel even more tangible and real. Bodie's allure lies in its ability to transport visitors to another time and place, where the boundaries between the living and the dead seem blurred. The combination of its violent history, the tragic stories of its former residents, the eerie reports of paranormal activity, and the ongoing curse make Bodie one of the most haunted and intriguing ghost towns in America. For those brave enough to visit, Bodie offers a unique glimpse into the darker side of the American West, a place where history and legend intertwine, and the ghosts of the past may still linger. Number 2, the bloodthirsty legend of Blackjack Ketchum. Blackjack Ketchum, born Thomas Edward Ketchum, became one of the most feared outlaws of the Old West due to his violent exploits and the gruesome circumstances surrounding his death. Ketchum was initially just a petty thief and cowboy, but his criminal activities escalated rapidly after he formed a gang with his brother Sam and several other notorious outlaws. The Ketchum gang became infamous for their brazen train robberies in the late 1890s, particularly in the New Mexico and Texas territories. These robberies were not just simple holdups, they were meticulously planned assaults often involving dynamite and heavy weaponry, making them particularly dangerous and bloody. One of the most infamous incidents involving Blackjack was the robbery of a Colorado and Southern Railroad train near Folsom, New Mexico in 1899. During this botched attempt, Blackjack was severely injured and captured after being shot by a guard. His capture marked the beginning of the end for the notorious outlaw. Ketchum was tried and convicted of felonious assault upon a railway train, a crime for which he would become the only person in U.S. history to be executed. The botched hanging that resulted in his decapitation was not only a gruesome end, but also a grim spectacle that drew significant public attention as photographers and reporters captured the scene, making it a media sensation. The brutality of Ketchum's criminal career was matched by the macabre nature of his execution, which was attributed to a miscalculation by the inexperienced hangman. They had mistakenly used an overly long rope, causing Ketchum's body to fall too far, leading to his decapitation. His headless corpse was later sewn back together and buried in a nearby cemetery. The ghastly nature of his execution became the subject of much folklore and has since been tied to numerous ghost stories and reported hauntings around the location of his death and burial. Some say his restless spirit roams the plains, seeking revenge on those who failed to give him a proper death. Ketchum's legacy is further complicated by his role as a folk anti-hero in some circles. While his actions were undoubtedly criminal, stories of his life often emphasize his audacity and cunning, reflecting a complex figure who lived and died by the harsh, unforgiving codes of the Wild West. He has been romanticized in various books, films, and television series, which often gloss over his violent deeds to portray him as a symbol of rugged individualism and resistance against authority. Ketchum's life and death exemplify the chaotic and often violent transition of the American frontier from lawless wilderness to a more structured society. His story remains a stark reminder of the brutality of the Old West and the thin line between fame and infamy in that tumultuous period of American history. The tale of Blackjack Ketchum continues to captivate those fascinated by the darker aspects of the Wild West, leaving an enduring legacy marked by blood and legend. Number 3. The Lost Dutchman's Mine and its Deadly Curse. The Lost Dutchman's Mine is one of the most enduring legends of the American Southwest, surrounded by mystery, greed, and a deadly curse that has persisted for over a century. Located in the Superstition Mountains of Arizona, the mine is said to contain a rich vein of gold, first discovered by a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz in the late 1800s. Waltz, often referred to as the Dutchman due to a common misnomer of his German heritage, reportedly found the mine while prospecting in the rugged and treacherous mountains. The tale goes that he kept the location a secret, revealing it only on his deathbed to a woman who cared for him. However, the vague directions he provided have led many to search in vain, often with tragic outcomes. The Superstition Mountains, known for their harsh landscape of jagged peaks, deep canyons, and unpredictable weather, are a formidable setting for the legend. The area's treacherous terrain has claimed the lives of numerous treasure hunters over the years. Some have succumbed to dehydration and heat exhaustion in the scorching desert sun, while others have met mysterious and violent ends. The Pima and Apache tribes of the region have long considered the mountains sacred and warned against disturbing the land. According to local lore, the mine is protected by a curse, laid upon it to guard its treasures and prevent them from falling into the hands of the greedy. The curse of the Lost Dutchman's Mine is said to be responsible for a string of bizarre deaths and disappearances. In the 1930s, a man named Adolf Ruth went missing while searching for the mine. His skull, with 2 bullet holes in it, was later discovered miles away from his campsite, sparking rumors of foul play and igniting further interest in the curse. Other seekers, such as the experienced prospector James A. Cravey, vanished without a trace in the 1940s. Even more chilling are the reports of strange lights, ghostly apparitions, and eerie sounds emanating from the mountains at night, adding to the belief that the area is haunted by the spirits of those who died in pursuit of the mine's riches. The legend has continued to attract modern-day adventurers and thrill seekers, drawn by the promise of untold wealth and the challenge of uncovering a long-lost secret. Despite advances in technology, including satellite imaging and modern navigation tools, the mine's location remains elusive. Some believe the gold was never real, while others think it was hidden or moved by Waltz before his death. The deadly combination of greed, mystery, and danger that surrounds the Lost Dutchman's mine ensures that its legend will endure as new generations of treasure hunters are drawn to the Superstition Mountains, each hoping to succeed where so many others have failed.